I love building deck ideas with you. Sharing my ideas has been really rewarding, and I love the feedback I get. So here's what building a deck for myself looks like. I'm building Tinybones, the Pickpocket. Inevitably, this is going to be a super popular deck for short term, I think. When you think original Tinybones or Turgrid, people really don't like the discard aspect of the deck. So I'm trying to be really measured on that, but at the same time, I want all the permanents from everyone's graveyards. So despite the fact that Tinybones has a cowboy hat now, he's also going to be wearing Helm of the Host. I'm also going to fire off a Thieves Guild Enforcer in the deck. A quick mill too for everyone is going to be really good. Turn 1 Tinybones, turn 2 Thieves Guild Enforcer. We're going to have access to some cards in graveyards right away. Also going to be playing Aklazot's Deepest Betrayal. We're going to need some lifelink, and 4/4 lifelinker flyer is going to be great. We're going to have people doing a bit of discarding, and we're going to get some bat tokens out of it to keep the pressure on. Now, I do want to hold the table hostage a little bit, so we're going to play Mind Slicer. I'm okay to play with no cards in hand, but I'm not sure that my opponents will be, so maybe that'll keep them from coming at me. Found this card the other day, Noggin Whack. It's a trout hitting someone in the head, and for the prowl cost, you can have target the player reveal 3 cards from their hand and make them discard 2. I'm never paying 4 mana for this. Tinybones is a rogue. I always think that the Monarch and the Initiative are great things to have in the game, so I'm playing from the Catacombs. This is repeatably a way to reanimate something from my graveyard and take the initiative. There will be times when creatures start entering the battlefield from my opponents. I don't want that, and I want to get rid of it at instant speed. So a free black spell to destroy all creatures on our play, Force of Despair, is becoming a favorite of mine. I need the graveyards full. Super full. So we're playing Mesmeric Orb. Everybody's milling cards every time they untap. Awesome. Did you know there's an equipment called Skeleton Key? This is perfect for Tinybones. And we get to loot. The best equipment in Commander? Yeah, Sword of Body and Mind. The amount of psychic damage that happens when someone mills 10 is amazing. And we're going to get a little Wolfie. Now, I don't know if you've played with Realmbreaker, the Invasion Tree yet, but this is repeatable mill, kind of like Grindstone, but it's also ramp, which is kind of wild. I have no Praetors in my build of the deck, so the 10 will never come up, but just being able to have a place to dump a couple of extra mana every turn and rotation of the table is going to be really good. Obviously, we're playing Blood Chief Ascension. We want cards in the graveyards, and if cards are going in the graveyards, we want our opponents to lose their life. So we're just going to play one of the best 1-drops in black. And if we do get to a point where everyone's kind of top decking or needs to keep cards in hand, Painful Quandary is going to make it tough for them to do so. We want to lock down the game to win the game. So hopefully we can get a bunch of copies of Tinybones on the battlefield with Helm of the Coast, cast a bunch of permanents from our opponent's graveyards, and win the game. I also want people to have a good time, so I don't have like tons of discard stuff in the deck, but just enough to keep everybody honest. Now, this deck list is available on my Mox field. I've posted the link in the comments, so go check it out and let me know what you think. Hope this helps.